She said, she's obviously not doing enough either. Well, I had celebrated my anniversary this year, and my husband was away in business in Korea. So I thought, oh, that's okay, we're an old married couple. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna give him some sexting. Now, funny, I thought you guys would all be afraid of me being naked, but you guys all look wildly curious. So I decided to get out his favorite negligee from our honeymoon, which is perfect because it only like half fits me now. And I took photos of what I think are still his favorite parts, and I sent them over. I wait 24 hours, I don't hear anything. I said, God, I hope I put the right country code in. I hope I didn't send him to a monk somewhere. Did I send him to you, sir? This is why he's the only guy in the room crying right now. So I took a chance, I checked the number, I sent him again, and finally I got a text back from my husband, and you know what it said? Who are you? And how did you get my wife's cell phone number, you fat hairy bitch? Oh, I love it when he talks dirty to me. The old people are not laughing at all. They don't get the husbands any ideas. No way, forget it, honey. I do not use the cell phone. But I did take a look at those pictures and I thought, you know what, maybe it's time to join a gym. So I joined LA Fitness in Clifton, New Jersey. That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? You go, I heard a woo. And I like the morning classes at LA Fitness because I find that generally the women are like as big as me, if not bigger. Except for the other day. I go in class and there's this very thin blonde chick, 21 years old. This is what she had on. I'm not making this up. She had a spandex tank top, hip hugger, bell-bottom sweatpants, and a diamond in her belly. And I said, all right, well maybe God put her there. Maybe God put her there to remind us of how we used to look, and if we work hard enough, how we could look again. Nope. Just another skinny bitch showing off. Well, lucky for her, before class, I had to have a little medical marijuana for the arthritis in my knees. Because otherwise, I was going to wait for her in the parking lot. I was going to jump her, and I was going to force feed her Dunkin' Donuts. But no way I was sharing my lunch with that bitch. So I'm walking in the locker room this morning with my neighbor Jane, and another one of these skinny bitches, she's in the mirror, and she's blow drying her hair. I don't think she had on underwear. I think she just had 3 Band-Aids. And she's kind of showing off her boobies and her little skin waist, and I said, that's it. This bitch I'm teaching a lesson to. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to blow dry my hair next to her butt naked. This guy has been waiting for that all night. I think it's time these girls find out what they're going to look like in 20 years. A real woman, ladies, right? With meat on her bones and a tattoo on her ass that says fat bitch in menopause. So speaking of menopause, I actually think my husband might be going through male menopause. Are you, sir? No. Almost. And he's Jewish. Any Jews in the house? Yeah. 3. It's like, all right, you're safe. Well, my husband's Jewish. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the Jewish New Year's in the fall, okay? And this year, I guess it was the year 5,573 or something. And my husband wakes up and he tells me that means we're going to have sex 5,573 times this year. Now, does that sound like a good amount to you, young man? It does? Great. Because I told my husband he could pencil me in for 73. I'm going to have to call you for the rest. But I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea. I do love my husband. He still turns me on. But you know, when you get older, the people over here know that, you start to get aches and pains that you never had before. And I just want to explain. Like, for example, See, they're eating because they don't give a shit. I'm gonna eat his food. Is it free? Is it happy hour? So anyway, so you have aches and pains like you never had before, and I will have to go back to that. I said, for example, like if he gets on top, my back hurts. If I get on top, my knees hurt. You know what we're down to? 4 sets of handicap bars in the shower. And I think this guy right here knows what I mean, because he looks like a handicap bar kind of guy. Now that young one right over there in the corner, my running Jewish friends, yes, he still like he's still using a trapeze. And if I wasn't married, I'd take a bottle of Advil and I'd follow him right down the subway and home. But it sucks getting old. It sucks getting old. My parents are getting older. They're up in assisted living in Massachusetts, and they've got some handicaps. And they, my father's got a little bit of an Alzheimer's and a little bit of dementia. But we got him on some really, really, really good antipsychotic drugs. You want some? I think this table brought their own. But you notice they're not sharing with the rest of us. But my dad, the drugs have kind of made him like, got his memory back. He's getting much clearer and kind of creative because it's a little pricey at this place. So he tells me that he has a way I can help him make some extra money. He says to me, I can go over to the Alzheimer's dementia unit and do a little hooking. And I'm like, look at the look in her face. I'm like, that's the look I have. I said, Daddy, what are you talking about? You hook her in the eye. He goes, no, don't worry, honey. You don't have to put out. Just go up to an old guy, get down on your knees, and say really, really, really fast, $50, was that good for you? Gotta love those drugs. And I'll leave you with this, speaking of Massachusetts. And I took my husband up to Massachusetts to Provincetown, which is the very end of Cape Cod, and it's a very gay area, as you know from the last gentleman that was up. And nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. But I didn't know, we were going to see some gay comic friends at a show, and I didn't know if it was going to be too much for him. But after the show, he ended up going to one of those piano show-tune bars, you know, and I said, well, this is harmless enough, right? Until my husband started to disappear to the men's room. A lot. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sicilian. If my husband cheated on me with another woman, like her, I'd have to kill him, kill her, and kill her entire family. But if my husband accidentally got a blowjob from some young man in the men's room, now would that really be cheating? Or would that just give me the night off? Thank you very much.